It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Carolina Panthers and the New York Jets. And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Out is Eddie Pinheiro to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Bené Wanwu now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. Let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the pass. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level. And if he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender. Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way, and it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it, and boy, did they ever.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. Third and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. A gain there of 10 yards. And the Jets have a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's to the left side, pulled in by Conklin.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing, Rodgers. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So the hope is your 1 3rd down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
On 4th down, the Jets turn it to the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. Raheem Blackshear is set to return for the Panthers. And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times
the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Jermaine Johnson, the former first-round pick, in there to bring him down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Woo! And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Jets offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Xavier Gibson. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the handoff, here comes Hall. He'll work forward for a couple. Xavier Woods there on the stop. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
On play action, Rodgers. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
They'll send a tight end in motion. 3rd down, here's Hall, and they pick it up. He's to the 42-yard line, and the drive continues. 1st down. Rodgers. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Second down and 3. Give up the middle with Hall. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5. They'll go again with Hall. Finding space at the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's first and goal.
Really nice job getting this ball out to the edge. And then once he's able to get clear of the D-line, get vertical and accelerate down the sideline. That's a great run. He's forced out of bounds, but not before setting up first and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. A second effort, and he is in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. He's got it. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. Velus Jones now on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for first and 10. He's going to tuck it and go. And Young will have a first down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play. 13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a first down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through one. The Jets have the advantage. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. The motion man is Sanders. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Out of the shotgun, Young. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Rodgers now. That's complete. It's Malachi Corley. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. They give to Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 to Devian Clowney there in run support. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Rodgers. He finds his tight end, Conklin. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a 1st down.
It's 1st down, and it's Paul. And he'll take this forward only to about the 46-yard line. Second down and 8. Another run here with Hall. Hall, a 1st down and more. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire 1st half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure is good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
Rodgers. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
1st down for Aaron. And he'll take it on in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Extra point try now for Zerloff. The kick is good. And the Jets move out on top, 14-0. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. Jones now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Young. A short one there, caught by Tremble. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
That's taken it. It's Xavier Leggett. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. And when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
The pass intended for Xavier Leggett. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Tremble comes in motion. A 2nd down throw for Young. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. 3rd down, 3 to go. They'll motion over Thielen. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here.
In trouble, and down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. That's downfield. He's got Sanders, the tight end. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now Young. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. A gain there of 13 yards.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And this is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On second down, Young. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. They'll stop the clock at 24 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 3. Third and goal. They'll try to run with Hubbard. A dive, and he's in! Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers. So on third and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on fourth down. Taking care of it on the third down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
His kick is good. Makes the score Jets 14, Panthers 7.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Rodgers on first down. Over the middle, that's Corley. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. This complete to Corley. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A first down throw from Rodgers. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports Studios and our halftime report. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. These two teams leave in the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Jones now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. From the gun, it's Young. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have, you are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
Back to the air, it's Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete.
Really nice job here by the defender. I mean, how often, Mike, do we see on these long downfield passes the defender kind of lose the ball in the air and get himself out of position? Well, that wasn't the case here. Really well done. And if I'm this quarterback, after these back-to-back incompletions, I got to find myself a little rhythm and take some easier throws.
And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. The Jets offense and Breece Hall getting set for this next drive. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
They'll run. This is Hall. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. From the gun, Rodgers. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Rodgers. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. Here's 3rd and 7. Play action now with Rodgers. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
They'll try the right side with Hall, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down, following a pickup of 5. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Here's Rodgers. He'll try to run for it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down.
A run here with Hall. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Xavier Woods there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Conklin. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
He finds his tight end, Conklin. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. A give. Here's Hall. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. A tight end in motion now. They'll try to run with Hall. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Breece Hall, touchdown Jets. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. Jones now on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Panthers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. The motion man is Sanders. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's to the right, caught by Sanders. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing is Young. And that is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game, and they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball, and let's see if they can take advantage of it.
They'll go for it with Hubbard. And he's going to have a Panthers first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. Fourth down, is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
The motion man is Sanders. Finding room across midfield. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
The motion man is Sanders. On first down, it's right back to Hubbard. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Here's Young. Gonna set up the screen here to Hubbard. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They'll send him over to the left. Back to throw, Young. He's got his man. That's Leggett. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Young. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. To throw, Young. This one high, over the middle, but complete.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on 3rd down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go. Young. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on down.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown, and instead the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
The Jets offense and their running back set to go once more. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the give, it's Hall. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. 1st down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. So right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And he'll get this close to the 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it with Hall. The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Jets. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.
Interesting.